Hello everyone, we'd like to welcome you here to Parkway Pharmacy at Jenkins. My name is Eric Hicks, pharmacist.
And I'm Cassie Rose, other pharmacist.
And we'd like to welcome you all here to our new pharmacy. We're located in the Boggs Pharmacy building. We have a wide variety of over-the-counter products and gift items. We're here to serve you and with all your prescription needs. Our hours are from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Telephone number is 606-832-6097. We have a convenient drive-through window, and we offer a wide variety of products over the counter, and we look forward to seeing you here at our local pharmacy.
Hello, my name is Kevin Hall, the new owner of the Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself to you, let you know who I am and what I stand for. You know, the people in Jenkins and Fleming Neon and Mac Roberts are such wonderful, proud people. They've worked so hard with their hands and taking care of their neighbors. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come and be a part of your community. The new Hall & Jones Funeral Home at Jenkins. Give us a call at 606-821-2191.
Tom King offers years of experience as a certified specialist for Napa Collision Centers. His hours are Monday through Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. For a free estimate, stop by or call him at 634-9296. Quality service that you can trust with an honest and fair price. Tom King's Collision Center in Neon. Call 634-9296 for a free estimate.
I'm Tom King, and I approve this message.
Right, I want to welcome everybody to the July 6, 2026 regular Jenkins City Council meeting. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Ernestine. Chuck.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Rick.
Here.
Quinn.
Here.
Garnet.
Here.
Chuck, will you lead us in prayer?
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. And dear Lord, as we discuss the business of our city, we pray that we do so according to your will. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Can you join me with the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, in your packet, you've got the June minutes. I entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. The financial report is in your packet also.
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report as presented.
I'll second.
All right, got a motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, we're down to CRAD. Watch it, don't step on Harold's toes.
I actually don't have a ton to talk about. I'll let you just talk about the resiliency plan, and I'll let Harold talk about the wastewater treatment plant improvements. But right now we're focusing on the Jenkins I-9 Phase 2. We're actually putting that into the pathway system for ARC. It actually got called for a full application, so that's good news. Hopefully you will get that award fairly soon. We actually got news that they are doing rounds of applications for the ARC for 2020 fiscal year 2026, and they'll open up in 2027, the fiscal year, August 1st. Those actually will go online instead of paper, and so if you all are wanting to put any other ARC applications, just let me know. We can kind of push.
What about the 531 program?
Sorry?
531 program. We got $1 million to the legislature to match that program, and I don't know where we're at with that.
We did put in a 531 application. I know what you're talking about. I'll have to check with Jennifer though.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. They called me from Rural Development one day. Thank you, Don. QK4. Eunice?
Okay.
Yeah, you next.
For the revitalization resiliency plan, we completed a walkability audit a couple weeks ago to assess your existing sidewalk infrastructure and also identify gaps and projects for connectivity. That is part of the connectivity plan. The stakeholders meeting is scheduled for July 21st. That email will be sent out tomorrow to email and notify everyone and save the date. It'll be July 21st at 2 p.m. here in the City Council chambers. And then also for public engagement, we will be at Jenkins Days Festival on Friday, August 21st. We will have a story map developed and also an online survey and flyers to hand out to everyone and talk to the public about projects for the city. And then also have that QR code for the story map for the public to get more information about the plan, and then also complete a survey. So we'll be doing that just on the Friday of Jenkins Days.
Already. Eunice has been pulling out all of our old plans, dusting them off, and then putting them in this, so we make sure we don't let something drive by, so we will score some of it anyway. Thank you, Eunice. Now, Chris.
Good evening, everybody. I've got the pleasure of presenting ER-Assist update for today. It's got some good news in it, so I'm really happy. This is the update for disaster 4860 for the City of Jenkins City Park Culvert Replacement Mitigation Project. FEMA has obligated $48,000 for projects related to the February 2025 flood. That's the disaster declaration 4860. ER-Assist collected bids for the culvert replacement project for Jenkins City Park, which includes mitigation measures. B-Rock Enterprises LLC here in Letcher County was the low bidder at $24,569.77, and has been chosen to conduct that work with the project. The other bids, should be in here in the package. I'll take a look at those. That project includes resetting the displaced culverts that are over the park right now, installation of geotextile fabric and crushed limestone, installation of DGA road base, and installation of 2 culvert head walls. The geotextile fabric, which is a fabric that will go over portions of the project that will allow vegetation to grow and to help the bank from washing out, keep the bank from washing out. Is one of the mitigation measures. The other mitigation measure, which is the big one, is the 2 head walls. When we were doing site inspections, that was something that we emphasized, trying to keep those culverts from washing out again. Work on that project will begin as soon as possible. We'll talk to the mayor quite a bit, and we're going to try to have that done by Jenkins Homestead Days. The remainder of that $48,000 obligation is for the repair or replacement of, I think I counted correctly, 9 culverts damaged or destroyed in the February 2025 flood. FEMA site inspectors, they saw it necessary to combine the city park culverts in with several other culverts that we have to take care of here in the city that were damaged or destroyed. Let's see.
Have you bid the culverts?
No, they've not been bid yet. They will be soon.
They bid the park covers.
Yeah, just the park is the only thing that's been bid so far. The culverts that we're going to be taking care of with the remainder of that 48,000, they're on number 1 Hill, Cove Avenue, Improvement Branch, Wheaton Hollow, Prophet Road, Oak Street, and Rocky Hollow. Those projects will all be bid as separate or as a combined project. This is one that the mayor had asked me about earlier, and I got a good update on it. FEMA is also obligated $8,000 for repairing the fence over the city park that protects the city works and maintenance yard below the water plant, and that project will be bid separately as well. And all these projects are either 80-20 match or 75-25 match. So we'll have a little bit of an obligation, but it's moving in the right direction, and I'm happy to see that it's moving that way.
Well, we may have safe funds before we get to bid with them.
Yeah. So
I applied for some.
yeah. We had some good site inspectors. We had some not so good site inspectors throughout the tour of the city. We looked at really every inch of the city to see what kind of storm damage we had from 4860 to February 2025 flood. And the difficult part on that is that we were trying to figure out what was damaged from 22 and what was damaged from 25. And I think what we've got in front of us right here are the things that we could definitely figure out and work from February 2025. So I'm really happy to see that's moving forward. So that's what I've got. And if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
What is your title? I was getting ready, I couldn't think, anyway. Office of Compliance and Enforcement.
Yeah, the mayor has given me the title of Director of the Office of Compliance and Enforcement. And what that is that's one big hat that covers up all the other smaller hats that I wear.
Yeah, AVC and floodplain coordinator, but he's done a great job and helped me out.
Well, it's been with the city for about 2.5 years, and for about 2 1/4 of that I've been the floodplain coordinator of the city, and it's been very, very interesting. There's a lot of nuances and things like that you got to learn, but it's been very interesting, and being out on these FEMA site inspections and seeing how that works. We never want to see the next one, but I think that we're a lot more prepared for the next one now, thanks to the patience that the mayor's had with me with learning what I could on floodplain.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Is that 48,000 for culverts only? It's not including blacktop or anything?
No, so the 48,000 is for the entire project of what it's going to take to put the culverts back the way they were, plus the mitigation, and then replacing the culverts. I think if there is a blacktop element that needs to go in on that, I think that would cover that as well. With that being said, there's a lot of other sites though that we did site damage to blacktop from the February 2025 flood. So there's still a lot of the site surveys and things like that we did with FEMA that are still out there that we're waiting on to come through.
And the site inspector can make you or break you. The last time they was doing this, the 2 foot wide, 67 foot long. The next one come in, he took a picture of the sky, measured the end of the road, he's paved the whole thing. So they'll go back and get on Google Earth. And anyway,
Google Earth has really been an enemy for us on this one. And we're not trying to get anything that we're not due, but there's been a couple things that we've come across that I think were definitely damaged by the February 2025 flood. But there was also some kind of damage element from the July 22 flood. So that those things have been hard to push through. These things right here, I mean, we could definitely say that they were fine in January 25. February 25 came around, that's when we got the damage.
And along those same lines, I want to tell you all that we surplus campers, you all did, and he sold them on gov deals, and we ended up realizing this a little less than $100,000. But what I want to do with that money is get prepared for the next flood. So the fire department got a boat donated to them, so we're buying a motor, and we'll try to buy a truck to pull the boat with, because that old squad they got's about wore out. If y'all think that's what I want to do with it.
Anybody got any other questions? Thank you all, appreciate everything that you all do. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll keep pushing forward our continued recovery.
I run right by Harold. Thank you.
Harold, you're up.
Waking up yet?
I forgot to call him, he forgot to.
I really don't have a lot of info. The one thing we did have happen last week, we actually had the bid opening for the wastewater treatment plant, the screen. It was a service contract. What it was, there's a 6-month lead time on that screen, and so we went ahead and advertised that, and also hopefully by the time we get the screen in, we'll be ready to go on the whole rehab of the sewer plant. We had a little issue, and they opened the bid, got a good bid and everything, but we were notified that we were actually going to have to re-advertise that with notification for DBE contractors. So our plan is to rerun that next week in the Mountain Eagle and then have the bid opening like a week after. And I really don't think it's going to change anything. That was the deal on that. The engineering estimate for that screen was $180,000, and I think the bid came in right at $164, so
I see.
it was good.
And the reason we're buying parts is these clean water money we had to spend before the end of the year, so we're going to buy some of the parts that we need and then we'll put it out for contract, somebody come and install all of them.
Right.
What about Raven Rock and the high ground side?
The water and sewer, they are working. Matt has been working on that as far as the design for that. I know he's been working with the resort people on all of that, and also Grandview, the same thing. I think the sewer portion of Grandview is basically complete, the design and everything, and we're on schedule for all that. They are working on the water tank design for Grandview.
Are we gonna come up 23 or are we gonna put a tank up there?
He's still, I don't think, he's actually going to I think he's wanting to put the tank up at the industrial park, build another tank up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those plans are being submitted to USDA, and Leslie Gill has approved. Matt's
Okay.
just completing all of the paperwork, so it will be that side.
So, and that's phase 6, which completes the first 5 phases. And I'm thinking, because we ain't on the news in the wintertime, ain't got no water, it never makes the news that they got water in Jenkins, but anyway, so that completes that.
We wanted to put the tank up there on the side, but...
Is there one up there now? Isn't there a tank up there now?
Yeah, there is a tank up there now, but we wanted to put a new tank up there to service that. However, due to all the previous mining in the 3, there's even been some in the lower Elkhorn in some of that area and everything, and we decided again putting that up there just due to subsidence issues.
So you're gonna leave both tanks then in service?
Yes. That's about all I have, yes.
Already we've got invoice from QK4 for $13,985. We've not got the official draw, but I want y'all to approve that, so when we get the draw, we can go ahead and then we've got 2 resolutions, Randall. One for the radio read meter replacement. And Jenkins I Phase 2 resolution.
Do you need a motion?
Yeah, on that. Yeah, I need a motion to pay QK4 $13,985.
I'll second.
Have a motion, say all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, on the stormwater, the DR money has a requisition certificate number 10 for $689. Need a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion, second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And Harold, you want to talk about the stormwater study a little bit?
The stormwater, we are working on the stormwater design, and I believe August 17th, we actually got to have that report and study complete. We have done a lot of preliminary things on that, looked at priorities and that kind of stuff. But it's a long ways from being complete. And we're actually going to start pushing that hard next week, working on that ordinance. But we've got, like, from the public comments, from Abby Jones's info and everything, we're kind of compiling all that information and putting it together.
Okay. Thank you, Harold. All right, Randall, we've got a resolution for Jenkins radio read replacement.
Authorizing Resolution 7626, City of Jenkins radio reading meter replacement. Adoption of the resolution of the City of Jenkins, friends, quote, entity, close quote, those friends, authorizing the completion and filing of a government resource acceleration needed transformation, friends, grant, close friends, program of 2024 project applications for up to $331,000 in grant program of 2024 funds with the Cabinet for Economic Development, parentheses, quote, CED, close friends, authorizing the directing the mayor, friends, quote, authorized representative, in quote, close friends, of the City of Jenkins, friends, quote, entity, close friends, to execute any document which are deemed necessary by CED to carry out this project, and authorizing the authorized representative to act as the authorized correspondent for this project, permitting review and execution of all agreements and requests of all disbursements related to the grant program of 2024. Whereas the entity desires to promote and carry out community development efforts on behalf of the residents of Letcher County, friends, quote, county, close friends, close quotes, and by supporting the grant program of 2024 project, and whereas the entity is submitting or has submitted an application of the following federal grant programs: Appalachian Regional Commission, friends, ARC, close friends, with the intent to access federal grant resources that are in the public interest and for a public purpose, may seek funding assistance in preparing and or completing applications for federal resources. Whereas it is recognized that the grant program of 2024 money is available to the entity for the purpose stated herein, pursuant to KRS 147A.150 to 147A.166, impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the entity and will require, among other things, friends, 1, approval of a satisfactory application submitted to CED for approval. Friends, 2, proper registration to do business within the Commonwealth. And friends, 3, other obligations of the entity in connection with receiving grant program of 2024 monies for the purpose stated herein. Now therefore be it resolved this 6th day of July 2024 by the City of Jenkins that a grant program of 2024 application on behalf of the entity for grant program 2024 monies up to $331,000 for the Jenkins radio read meter replacement shall be submitted to CED. The entity shall provide such additional information, furnish such documentation as may be required by the authorized representative, shall act as authorized correspondent for the project. Motion made by blank and seconded by blank, with members present voting in favor. Signed, Mayor, witness, city clerk attestation.
All right, hearing that, need a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
And the motion second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, what that's gonna do is, we've got radio read right now, and there's certain meters that'll read and certain meters that won't, and we want you to buy a home radio system. So we're gonna upgrade it to where they can punch a button down here and then read all the meters in the system. So winter time, when somebody's got a leak, we can check them out.
So they won't have to go out and read them.
No. Now they can read about 200 something, pulling out back. Then once they set it up, they had to drive certain areas to get the rest of them, but it's getting old, so we're gonna try to do that repeater system.
Okay.
And our phase 2 resolution.
Ready, Mayor?
Yeah.
Authorizing Resolution 7626A, City of Jenkins, Jenkins I&I, Phase 2. Adoption of a resolution of City of Jenkins, friends, quote, entity, close, friends, authorizing the completion, filing of a government resource acceleration needed transformation, friends, grant program of 2024 project applications for up to $420,000 in grant program of 2024 funds for the Cabinet Economic Development, friends, quote, CED, close, friends, authorizing, directing the mayor, friends, quote, authorized representative, those close, friends of the City of Jenkins, friends, quote, entity, close, friends, to execute any document which are deemed necessary by CED to carry out this project, and authorizing the authorized representative to act as the authorized correspondent for the project, permitting review and execution of all agreements and requests for all disbursements related to the grant program of 2024, whereas the entity desires to promote and carry out community development efforts on behalf of the residents of Letcher, friends, quote, county, close, friends, by supporting grant program of 2024 project, and whereas the entity is submitting or has submitted an application for the following grant program, Appalachian Regional Commission, parentheses, ARC, with the intent to access federal grant resources that are in the public interest and for a public purpose, C, funding assistance in preparing and/or completion of applications for federal resources, whereas it is recognized that the grant program of 2024 money is available to the entity for the purpose stated herein pursuant to KRS 147A.150 to 147A.166, impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the entity and will require, among other things, friends, 1, approval of a satisfactory application submitted to CED for approval, friends, 2, proper registration to do business within the Commonwealth, and friends, 3, other obligations of the entity in connection with receiving grant program of 2024 monies for purposes stated herein. Now therefore be it resolved the 6th day of July 2024 by the City of Jenkins that a grant program of the 2024 application on behalf of the entity for grant program 2024 monies up to $420,000 for Jenkins I&I Phase 2 shall be submitted to CED. The entity shall provide such additional information and furnish such documentation as may be required, and authorized representative shall act as the authorized correspondent for the project. Motion made by blank, seconded by blank. Members present voting in favor, signature by mayor, attestation clerk.
All right, need a motion to approve the Jenkins I&I Phase 2
I'll make it.
resolution.
I'll second.
Having a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Fire Chief, you got anything?
I just basically had 3 things on.
Ready, come up here, sir.
What if I don't want to? First of all, I wanted to ask, I'm really not sure what direction to go. We had a fire on Elm Street, February, whatever, the house is falling down, it's getting more unsafe. It needs to come down. I know those usually went blighted and deteriorated. And I don't know what direction to go because I don't think the property owner's gonna do nothing.
I agree with his dangerous.
Yeah.
Can you do a control burn?
No.
I cannot confirm.
Is there insurance involved, or do you know?
Insurance was involved, and I think that's why the house was left.
What does that mean?
I think the insurance they dealt with the owner, and I think they given what they're gonna give.
Usually fire policies have debris removal provisions.
My understanding that one doesn't have that the insurance is going to. The question was brought up once before, and Jim, I think, had talked to the Farm Bureau, and they said they've given all they're given to the owner. So there's either they've got it and they're just not doing it,
Yeah.
but it's getting
Chris has
worse.
been working on that, and what do you know about that, Chris?
Basically where that was at is that after the fire, the property was sold to I don't know what you call a company, one of these property companies, I guess, that flips these properties or whatever. I spoke to a gentleman who's kind of a property manager for that company, and he said that it takes a long time to push through cleanup in these situations. He told me that one thing that'll help will be to issue a nuisance letter to them, start, even if it's just alluding to the possibility of penalties, monetary penalties being levied against them. That might help push it forward. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. Because we waited a little while to see if the company's going to do anything, and obviously they haven't. So now it's time to start threatening the pocketbook and seeing if that pushes them forward a little bit quicker.
All right, that's where that is. What else you got?
Another thing, not sure, as the accident occurred this week and some other issues and some other things, I don't think many know that we don't have a helicopter up here. And wait time is 25 minutes or so. But yet, they still come in here to do maintenance, but they're not staying up here. They're staying over in Norton. Oh, I don't know why we have a helipad here, but nobody. And I guess it's would be more addressed to the county. I think the county's the one that has the building, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's where it's at. And I don't know what kind of agreement they had back then when they built that farm.
I know that, like the accident, they requested, but it was foggy that morning, so needless to say, they couldn't afford it. If there was a 25-minute wait, that probably could have been dealt with because it'd take a while to get the people out of the vehicles. But when you have somebody having a stroke, heart attack, and you've got a patient and you're ready to go and you've got, going to wait 20-25 minutes. And I'm hearing it throughout the county on the radios anymore. So that's why I wanted to bring that up.
I talked to the judge about that, county judge, executive.
What their reason was why they left?
They were just based out of Norton. First they said something about the weather up here so bad. Well, you could say weather in Norton, so.
The way I got it, they got a helipad and a trailer over there, but then if they have issues or something, they come over here and pull it in. Another thing, it brought up to me that someone in town was questioning why we had so many volunteer firemen. Says we shouldn't have as many as we do. And me, I think we need more volunteer firemen. You know, the more the merrier. I don't understand that question. Then about the one hanging out at the station or staying around at the station. We're up to almost 300 runs this year. They respond to vehicle unlocks. They respond to motor assist. They assist the police with the funerals. They go on, needless to say, more and more EMS calls. People falling, they're going and picking them up, helping them up the steps or back in bed, and not counting the rest of the regular emergency calls. And along with that, we also take care of building inspections. They've been doing fire hydrant inspections. And the department's been doing a lot more than some of the paid departments are doing.
Someone complaining about stuff like that, you know what, they have nothing else to do. Because how could you complain about having people volunteering their time to help you guys? And then complain about somebody staying there. We have somebody on call, that means all the time. Right. And you're blessed to have it. So to me, the people complaining, whoever is complaining about that, they have nothing to do with their time. And they just want to make it seem and get, you know, somebody looking at it. But that, yeah, that's crazy.
It's as you said, like our, when we get a call now, we have a unit out depending on what in about 1 to 3 minutes. Whereas if these guys weren't there, it could be 10 minutes, you know, before somebody ends up being there.
I wish more people would.
We've actually got, I laughed, I told somebody, I said, we actually, on the call, we have more people going out than some of the paid departments. So, you know, we're very fortunate the way things are.
Yeah, and it ain't just runs, it's the training they have to go through before they can ever do all that, so, and they've invested their time into that, so, yeah.
And this year alone, we've had, I think 3 that's got their EMTs, and 2 others have passed the class and haven't taken the test yet. And so they're going other directions too. We've had about 5 finish their certification get their certification in firefighter side, firefighter 1. So
anybody that's willing to take their time to do something and not get paid for it, that says a lot about it. I feel that way about it. If you're willing to take your time, get the training, and knowing the only reward you're doing is helping people, that person, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wish you had tons of people volunteering.
I mean, y'all come out for forest fires and everything, don't you?
yeah, we come out in any direction.
I think you guys do a wonderful job.
Absolutely.
This year we've, some of the things that, I don't know, you know, we received a free boat for flooding. We've been pursuing, and someone I think it was in New Jersey had one. They passed it on to Terry Farrell, and 4 of us went up there to New York and brought a boat back. It's really fun coming through New York City with a boat on your back. But we got that, and we received a state grant. We got 3 more thermal imaging cameras. I think every vehicle apparatus has thermal imaging. We got a grant for 2 turnouts, and those cost about $4,000 a piece. And yesterday I got knowledge that we got a quota training grant, but we put in a request for a table and some for a computer. And it looks like probably we'll be able to get 2 computers out. That's some of the stuff going on.
That's a good job, Chief.
Rick, what would it take to get an ambulance up there?
Well, I don't know. My understanding, you may not need the certificate, but the biggest thing, last time we looked into it, at the time, the state did I had them come in, they did a look at the city, and he said to be able to have a maintained ambulance and pavement and stuff like that, you would have to have 3,000 runs a year. And he said at the time, the city was averaging 1,500 a year. So I said, in other words, we're going to have to be money found somewhere else to coincide with the run.
Yeah,
That was kind of where it kind of ended.
Prestonsburg's got a public safety department, so they've got guys that's trained for police and fire, and they tried to use it, and they couldn't keep it going. And that mayor at that time said, you don't want no part of it. But anyway, I hate to say it's about the money, but
It is.
yeah, but anyway, transfers is where they make their money. So if we had one and it was tied up in Lexington on transfer, and somebody had a heart attack, I'd hate to try to explain that to people, so. Yeah, we've talked
We're in
about-
worse shape than that now, though. I've heard, I don't know how many I'm sure.
We're calling out on pretty much every EMS call over here.
Right,
Whether
you
it's
wait on the
they're
ambulance.
delayed or they just want us to be there first. But,
Right, you have to wait on the ambulance yourself.
and right now, our issue is the stuff we utilize, we have to buy back.
Right.
We can't bill for ours because of the ambulance service. So,
I think that's something we need to pursue regardless of what it takes. If we
we can have another look at, maybe,
Yeah, let's get K-Wings to do another audit, to see where we're at.
okay.
Because we are in kind of a dead zone when it comes to that. If one of the neons is in Whitesburg,
They
unloaded
don't have
patient.
enough as it is
Right.
to do the county that they're doing.
And if we just had one staged here, it would help, even if it's one of theirs, you know.
That issue was brought up, and you were on the council then. We said they could park here.
And they said they would.
They would park, but they wouldn't maintain it. So we'd had an ambulance, but we wouldn't have somebody there.
I think, yeah, we still need that.
But yeah, I can call, look and see and try to do another view of it and see where we stand as far as the city.
Thank you, Chief. All right, council got
Good job.
anything else?
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
Council got anything else they want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention something. These people walking up and down these roads, I'm sure Josh knows what I'm talking about on this, with no lights, no vest, no nothing. And all I'm saying is, I'll come home late, here later. And I'm telling you, something's gonna happen on going up towards subdivision that way. Somebody's gonna hit one of them people. I mean, you don't know they're walking till you get up on them.
Yeah.
So that's just something.
Yeah, where there's no shoulder or nothing.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, somebody's gonna come through there one night, and they're gonna hit somebody and really hurt them. Because, I mean, there's no light, no vest, and before you know it, you're up on them, and they're out the road. I mean, I understand you gotta get on the road a little bit to walk, but somebody's gonna come through there not knowing, and we're gonna have a bad incident up there, so.
Well, we can put it on Facebook. If you're walking after dark,
Just
try to have
have
something
a
like that.
vest, light, something where people know what's going on.
Okay,
Where we at on patching roads?
we've got Colfax and they've been doing some,
Okay.
but they're taking their time this time and they're trying to compact it in so it don't get thrown out. So they're doing a good job what they got.
You get some complaints on holes in the road and they're waiting on some help, so.
I've got a couple, just advise what's going on at the amphitheater, but before the next meeting, are you advertising some of that on the government channel, the Mount Misfits? They're coming, I believe it's this Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, for a Saturday evening show and then a Sunday afternoon matinee. And they're free. The last time we had a few people there, but not enough. I mean, they're a really good play, just like going to see Barthea. They're that good. And it's free. So, is it on Facebook,
I shared it the previous month, but I'll reshare.
Yeah, they've been here once before, and this is the second time. And it is being sponsored by Apple Shop, so we're working with them. So we'd like to get people out there, and it's funny play and it's family friendly. So come out and see a free play at the amphitheater Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. Also, on July the 19th, which is the following Sunday, there's going to be a 4-band concert. It's not free. There's a cover charge. I'm not sure what it is. It's $10 a person. Be 4 bands there, and they're from out of the area. They're metal bands. So we're getting a different kind of genre in here. And those guys, everybody that's played up there so far, love the atmosphere. We just need to get more people. The bands get the entire gate, so we want to make it worth their while. All the amphitheaters getting out of it is getting it used and bringing people into the city. Also, there's a Wildlife Aware in cooperation with the, I guess the UK Extension Office, and it's on July 24th. And it's going to be real informative, so it's worth, like if you come on a bear or bobcat, it kind of tells you what to do and what not to do. From 10 to 12, July 24th is for kids. From 12 to 2, it's for anybody else, everybody. So I think I'm going to try to be there. So anybody can be there, and it's free, no charge. And the right answer is not that all you have to do is outrun your buddy. They'll tell you what you're really supposed to do.
All righty. Hey, Chief, back here. I already talked to him a little bit about the body armor stuff, but catching up on some of this other stuff tomorrow.
Apologize for being late. It's still Monday. But I applied for a grant through the Attorney General's office for the new body armor. It's 100% free. It actually ended up being over $2,000 worth of brand new vests for the department at absolutely no charge to the city. And that actually got approved. We got the size one day last week. They said it would be about 30 days, correction, 60 days. Then what happened?
And I told him you're trying to get back to that Class A uniforms and get away from the tactical look.
Yes, we've been in the rain, and today that's why I'm learning this stuff, and it's just bad. But I would love to go back to, at least on day shift, back to Class A uniform. Kind of want to change the colors of it because I like top.
The tactical more comfortable.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Not sure that's a problem.
But we had a council member one time say, look, they're stormtroopers. Anyway, rest in peace, but anyway.
Me and Larry been talking to Carter still, everything's going good with that too, also, correct?
As far as I know, that letter tells
Last I heard, we got approved for it, and the money.
he said they don't order it yet, so.
Oh, we got the 10H systems. All we gotta do now is the assisted CAD. What I talked about a couple months ago, I guess. All we have to do now is some online training, and I talked to the guy today, and as soon as the training gets done, we're all fully operational. That's all I got.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion second, all in favor, say bye.
Hello everyone, welcome to our new pharmacy here, Parkway Pharmacy at Jenkins. I'm pharmacist Sarah Hicks.
And I'm Cassie Rose.
And we'd like to welcome everyone here to your new pharmacy in town. We're happy to serve you and fill all your prescription needs here. We have a convenient drive-through window. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 3. We can easily transfer your prescriptions from your other pharmacy. Just give us a call and we can transfer them here for you. We have a variety of over-the-counter products as well as some gift supplies here, a selection of vitamins as well. And we would just like to welcome everyone and we hope to see you here. And we'd be glad to take care of you and service all your pharmacy needs.
Tom King offers years of experience as a certified specialist for Napa Collision Centers. His hours are Monday through Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. For a free estimate, stop by or call him at 634-9296. Quality service that you can trust with an honest and fair price. Tom King's Collision Center in Neon. Call 634-9296 for a free estimate.
I'm Tom King, and I approve this message.
Hello, Letcher County. My name is Kevin Hall, and I am the owner of the all-new Holland Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel. We're here to provide you with honest, sincere service in your time of need. The people in Jenkins, McRoberts, and Fleming Neon, and Pound, Virginia, they're such hard-working people. They work with their hands their whole life. Many of you are UMWA members. My grandfather was a UMWA member, and I've seen how wonderful they took care of my grandmother when something happened to my grandfather. With that same token, that's what we're here to do for you and your family, to take care of you. I invite you to stop by our funeral home, come in and visit with us, or give us a call at 606-821-2191.
Hi, I'm State Representative Mitchum Addison Whitaker, and you're watching Jenkins Television, Channel 99.